Yo, 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 how y'all feeling? Y'all good? I know I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
I'm your host, Solomon.
This your girl, Toya.
And this is
The Be Different Podcast.
What's up, y'all? I see your host, Solomon. Welcome back to the Be Different Podcast. I'm here with my mom.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Toya.
Oh, yeah, man. As y'all can see, we back again with another special episode with a familiar face and two unfamiliar faces. But before I let these men introduce themselves, y'all know y'all can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast. All at the Be Different Podcast.
And y'all already know what to do. Go follow us on our social media pages. Instagram @ Be Different Podcast. X @ Be Different Pod. TikTok, Be Different Pod _clips. You can also email us at our business email, BeDifferentPod06@gmail.com.
Okay, yeah, now we got all that out the way, man. About to let all our guests introduce themselves. First, we can start off with our familiar face. So, quickly, you can go first.
I'm Coach Arteria Clifton again, head coach, girls and boys basketball at Oklahoma High School, also assistant football coach.
All right. Coach Coffey, you can go next.
I'm Coach Coffey, Calhoun City High School. A little bit of everything. Coach Coffey.
I appreciate it, Coach Ford.
Coach Bobby Ford, retired from the Oklahoma School District. I was coached a little everything.
All right. Y'all got doing all right there? Y'all been doing all right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank y'all for coming on. Y'all, I'm excited. The man, the myth, the legend, Coach Ford, our present coach, Coach Clifton. And we guess we'll let that old dude from Calhoun City come on over here with us, Coach Coffey. Thank y'all so much for coming
Orange
on.
off on y'all.
Oh, yeah. Like Toy said, appreciate y'all for coming on the show, man. A long time coming, been trying to get this show put together for a long time. I know it's going to be a great episode. Got a lot of basketball knowledge in here, a lot of knowledge in general. So I know a lot of great stuff about to be said, man. So let's just go ahead and get into it, Dred.
Yes, let's go.
All right. So before we get into the question, we got Coach Coffey here. I don't think he said it on the intro, but he is state champion. Just won state championship in basketball, and I saw it be on the board basketball side, and I saw on the description with the track team as well. So just talk about the experience, how it was at winning the state championship this past year.
It was something that was a long time coming, something that you've been waiting for. You work hard for whatever you see a lot of good teams come through, but it got to be they always say it got to be your time.
Yeah.
I think this year it happened to be our time to get it done. Good friend of mine, Coach Ford, me and Coach Ford are good friends. Coach Clifton are really good friends. I talk to these guys all the time, and I had two of my older friends, two of my veteran coaches, I talked to them. We did a track meet years ago, and before they retired, I said, look, I'm working my tail off. When am I winning state championship? Both of them said, Coach, you ain't put your time in yet. I guess I finally put my time in. That's what Coach Ford and Coach Hayden told me a long time ago. So anyway, it just kind of fell in line, so guys worked hard, and we ended up getting accomplished this year.
And kudos to y'all, to the whole Calhoun City School District, because y'all won state in 3 sporting events this past year. Y'all did it in football, basketball, and track, like Solomon said. Y'all moved down to 1A. And when we got there, when we saw Calhoun City was moving to 1A, Solomon and I both like, they're going to dominate football. We weren't sure on the basketball side because, it's a rivalry when we play y'all, but y'all have always been 2A. And if you can speak about how the experience was coming down to 1A, and maybe, did you feel like y'all had an edge coming back to 1A over Class 2A?
No. No.
Because 1A got some dogs, too.
1A, to me, 1A was way better than 2A, with
okay.
basketball. Because 1A got guys that play basketball all year long. They gel together. They know each other, know how each other going to move. If you look at North Mississippi last year, some of the best teams was in 1A.
Yeah.
You got your we was a good team. Oklahoma was a good team.
Yeah.
West Union.
Of course, Ingemar.
Hawker, Ingemar. I don't want to miss nobody, but
Yeah, the
just,
team y'all played in state. I can't remember their name, but
Piney Woods,
Yeah,
Resurrection, just Wheeler. There's just a lot of good teams up this way. Coffeyville, of course, you know what I'm saying? So there was just a lot of good teams that was up this way. And like I said, I may have missed a few teams just for talking, but Hawker, like I said, Hawker, there's some good teams there. So when we come to the playoffs, we're going to match up with Coach them district. That was kind of nerve-wracking because they had 4 good teams in there. But our matchup would come in with Ingemar, with Oklahoma, Ingemar, TCPS, West Lions. Who else was it, Coach?
That was top
That was
4.
it.
That was top
so
4.
you didn't
That
know
was
how
top
that
4.
was finna go. How it was finna line up. So it was very balanced out. So it wasn't just coming down saying we're gonna dominate. You come down, you gotta work wherever you go, you gotta put that work in.
And speaking of the bracket wise, it was confusing this year because like Oakland with the girls, for example, us, we're in the north and Ingemar was in the north too. And we was like, we're so used to being north versus south. Like with us, the north team, it was a north team was gonna win it regardless. So I guess that was just the way the seeding happened this year.
Yeah, it did. That's how it fell. I pretty much predicted that. So.
Yeah, you did in one of our previous interviews. Yep. So Coach Coffey spoke about just getting in line and waiting your time. Coach Ford, you was in Oklahoma a long time, and you won your state championship my senior year, 2002.
You're a senior.
Yeah, I was a senior, yes, sir. And Coach Clifton, you got one, was it 18?
2018.
2018. So can you speak to what Coach Clifton said, just waiting your time? Because, again, you get so close, and you lose. And when you finally get over that hump, what's the emotions? Well, yes, sir. Either one of y'all. You or Coach Clifton.
Well, first, just let me give a shout out to these 2 coaches here,
Okay.
and just congratulate them on, for what they do. I know what goes into it. I did it for a lot of years,
Yeah.
and they do it, and it's a lot of hard work, and because you're touching a lot of lives, and they do it in such a way that I can appreciate, and anybody that watch them can appreciate that as well. But back to your question, you said.
How's the emotion after you get over that hump of you been stopped
Oh,
so long?
for me, it was kind of numb.
Really?
It was kind of numb. It was something that you always want. You're reaching for it. You instill it in your kids. You talk to them about it, and I just, they had that drive, determination, and then when it happened, you're just so happy for them, and you're kind of numb until later on it sets in on you what you achieved as a group. I can't say me, but it was the whole group and all the support that goes into it too as well, because you got to have that support.
Coach Clifton?
Well, like Coach says, that feeling is different. I just remember us in 2018. I gotta give a shout out to Bino.
Yeah.
Bino pretty much led the locker room. I didn't even have to give a pregame speech. He said, "We're not going back to Oklahoma without a state championship trophy."
So, hey, and when you have that presence in the locker room, that may help make your job easier, I would think. Coach, you in your locker room, did you have that one player that was like, okay, y'all, we not, because we stayed and watched y'all game. Y'all was in a battle.
It was to the end. It was a good game. Good game.
Did you have that one player that stepped up and was like, Coach, we finna win? I mean, because, like I said, it was a battle to the very end.
Most time we do it by committee. My point guard told me at halftime we had number 10 he was scoring a lot of baskets, and he hit a big 3 right for the half.
That left-handed guy. Yep.
When the point guard Mays, and he told me Miles. He come to me at halftime. He said, "Coach, I got number 10." He said, "I got number 10." He had scored probably almost 20 points first half. He said, "I got him." For him to play point guard and say, "I got him," he saw where the game was going. He did a good job of setting them down in the second half. So at that particular game, you know what I'm saying, he pretty much took control of the situation. And a lot of times, sometimes we do it by committee. Had a couple of guys. Each game, somebody different will come in and talk. And of course, coaches got to put a lot into it. Sometimes you encourage your kids in leadership, and sometimes they just get mad and just take control of things and make the other kids go. And a good team, a good player-led team, is better than a coach-led team because it takes a lot of stress off.
Yeah.
So, most time we do it by committee, but that particular game, he kind of took control of what was going on and got us over the hump, what I'm saying, as far as the leadership.
Okay. So going back to what Troy was saying, how you said you you was waiting, you had put your time in, but you was trying to see when it actually came. So we're coming with put time in because you've been coaching a long time. Coach Clifton coached a long time. Coach Ford coached a long time. How has it been, for mainly you and Coach Clifton, since y'all still active coaching, how has it been adjusting y'all coaching style over the time from when you first started coaching the way the game was to now coaching now and how the game has evolved so much?
Well, let me go back to me backing up a little bit. So when I first started coaching, I know you probably know it, but my first coaching job was with Coach Ford.
Yeah, okay.
Colona,
I
okay.
came over here for my first 2 years, and I was a young coach. I was coached under Coach Brown. He's my mentor, my head coach, and I came in with Coach Ford, and I learned so much from Coach Ford. You know, Coach Ford taught me so much about coaching, about organization, about dealing with kids, and practice drills and all that good stuff. So I took a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? They helped build me into my career or what we was going, help set a foundation. And the first thing you learn when you're coaching is learn how to care for kids. You know, I'll talk to Coach about sometime. If you ever been around Coach Ford, you know it's always about the kids.
Yeah.
It ain't about the game. It ain't about the kids. And that's one thing I took into my coaching career with me. It ain't so much about the game. It's about the kids. And I'm going to jump back to that conversation. I'm going to tell you, I had not won that state championship. And had I retired without winning that state championship, it wouldn't have not defined my
Your
coaching.
career.
It would
Yeah.
not, it would not have defined it. What's going to define you as a head, me and you, him, her, he, she, whoever, is how well you can get that kid to the next level of being successful, not only as a basketball player, but to be successful in life.
Definitely.
And that's a lot I learned from Coach, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you can be successful on the court once you get that part into it. And the next, getting back to the question you asked me, how do we adjust to the new game?
To how the
To
game
these
evolved
new
from now
generation-
to
the new generation of kids.
Coach Clifton laughing at you because it ain't our job to adjust to them.
They
It's
gotta
their
adjust to
job
y'all.
to adjust to us. Now you get old. When you get old school like that, you know you're gonna coach how you gonna coach. If you can't adjust the way we coach you, you might gonna find you something else to do. But when you guys start adjusting to each kid every year, each group of kids, you really lowering your expectations.
Yeah.
And I refuse to lower my expectations because you can't raise yours. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
if you can't step up to
There you
where
go.
I need you to play, go work hard at the park. Go work hard at the gym. But as far as us adjusting to how this new generation coming in, good luck to the ones that try because I ain't doing that.
Well, I ain't gonna tell Coach Clifton, but the boy said he done got soft and he be coaching them girls. Now I'm just saying that what the room on the street is.
That's been, I'd heard at a time of 2 or 3.
But how is it like? Do you try to change when you're coaching the girls and the boys? Or I think
Well,
everybody knows you and knows
Right.
what you expect. So
Yeah.
do you have to change up?
I really didn't. Like, actually, girls, that practice probably was more intense than the boys
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people probably think I'm more softer. But I learned a lot from Coach. Coach told me, Coach, you got to calm down just a little bit. You ain't Coffey. That he been told me.
Yeah, that's great. But what I was saying though, when I was saying adjusting, like I get what you're saying with the player, just a coach style. 'Cause I think Tori more so saying it on like the kids and their attitude, but I'm more so saying like just the game, like how the 3-point ball, how the 3-point shot didn't evolve so much to everybody want to shoot a 3 to like having that one-star player that can give you 30 points, but you want to keep that team ball format. Like how has it been adjusting that way?
Making everybody understand. The most important thing is making everybody understand their role. Everybody can't be a 3-point shooter. Everybody can't be a ball handler. One thing you got to do is be able to handle your role. And that's one thing I said with this team I just had. Everybody knew their role. And that was really helpful for us. Nobody tried to do too much. You know, we got something going this way. The guys know it's coming this way. Even my big guy would tell my guard sometimes, my trail would tell them, hey, y'all go ahead and play. Don't try to this out. Just go ahead and play. I got you. Just play. That's unselfish ball that you need. So when you get people to understand their roles, it makes coaching easier. You can get a lot done. And, I mean, that's the biggest thing. So that's one of the biggest things, understand your role as a player.
Okay.
That's like Solomon, you said on that 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers team, they won because everybody knew their role.
Yeah.
Like Tristan Thompson knew his role was to get the rebound. Everybody knew what Braun's role was, but your players have to know their role for you to be successful. Like, you know, even with us, if J Money 3 ain't hitting that night, we need another player to know, okay, well, J Money ain't hitting his shot tonight. Let me step up and do what I need to do. So I think that shows a lot about y'all and trusting the game and trusting your players to know the game. Oh, that's it.
Oh, I thought you about to go into another question, man. But just going into the next question I have for all y'all, because it's just something that I always think about, because me being a former athlete, I take some things that I learned from Coach Clifton and from my other coaches, and I tie them into my life every day. What are some things that y'all have adjusted and done and got used to through coaching that y'all just include in y'all everyday life, just every day? It don't matter who go first.
Before you take that one.
Say it again.
I said, what's some things that you took from being a coach and that you just use in your everyday life?
That's a good question. In order to live a good life, there are certain things you have to do. And like Coach was talking a while ago about kids adjusting to your style of coaching, there's certain things you just don't give on, because if you start giving on those things, it can affect the way the child behaves or acts. They'll understand that the first they got to understand that you care and you're serious about what's going on. And if they understand that, they know what you're telling them is right, and they accept that. And because that's the bottom line, you want them to do right. You don't want the kid to mess his life up. Mm-hmm. And then you get them together as a group and compete in this great game of basketball. And if they get it, I might be getting off track a little bit.
Nah, you good, Coach. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you get them to come together like that and compete together, then a lot of things will work itself out. If they got everything right in their heart and their minds, don't mess them up, then a lot of things will work itself out. Now, I kind of believe that, but they do have to know that you care about them. You want them to do right, and you don't mind helping them. You go out on a limb for them if they need that.
If they need it, so.
Yes, sir, Coach.
And I'll be the same way, and I guess I got to go back to the girls now. I mean, I had to take over that program, and it was kind of disturbed, so to speak. But just like you said, just knowing that they care about you, they're going to go out and do whatever you ask them to do. And probably I probably hurt more out of every time I done played for it. When we lost that girls game, it kind of affected me big, and I know it affected the girls big too. So, yeah, just that relationship, like Coach said.
Yeah. But he puts a lot into it.
Right.
I go back to high school with this guy. He was emotional in high school. I had a chance to work with him as a player. I never had a chance to work with him as a player, but we work together.
Yes,
and I know what kind of work that they put in, and I know they care about what they're doing.
Yes, sir.
And Coach has always had that fire. He's emotional, but he wants stuff done right. And the kids see that.
Yeah, and the kids
see
know Coach Clifton from the classroom to the basketball court. They know what to expect from him in the classroom and on the basketball court. And I think when you establish that early on, you don't have those problems with behavior problems or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Coach Coffey.
I'm gonna say the relationships you build play important. The relationship you build with your kids is really important. They're like a father figure to a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then the relationship you build with the kids and the community, and then you form a whole group of friends. As you get into coaching, you get a whole group of friends. Had not I been in coaching, I'd have never met you all.
Yeah.
I never got a chance to coach Oklahoma. I got a lot of friends that text me during the games that they really meant it. Congratulations, coach. I almost cried when you won it. Just building friendships and bonds and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's important. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the most important parts of coaching, the relationship.
And take it from a retired coach. Those are the things that you treasure.
Yeah.
More so than them long hours you
Right. Yeah, it is. It is. You get on the phone, I can get on the phone, call Coach Ford, we can talk and laugh and talk. I can call Coach Clifton. At first, I know what he's going to say. What up, Coach? What up, Coach? You know what I'm saying? So those bonds, my former players coming by the house, talking to me and, seeing them out and just talking to them and having a good time. Even the guys at Oklahoma.
I was just about to say
Yeah,
that.
I'm going to see Kareem and Reggie and them all and Martavis. I talked to Martavis 2 times this morning. Just having a family here, having a family there.
Yes, sir.
I talk to the kids in Shannon, Houston, wherever you go. No matter where you go, they know who you are. They're going to talk to you and respect you. So
And that's
it's
like
great.
when y'all were playing in Jackson and I found out when y'all was playing right after us. I'm like, there's no way we not gonna stay and watch them play. I was like, that's family adjacent. I mean, you know, like so. And not only that, like you said, the connection you have to us here in Oklahoma. We knew you deserved it. We wanted you to win, and you know, like y'all weren't playing us, so of course we got to cheer for you. But it was that game. We was sitting down there. I can't even remember the school y'all played, but we was sitting with them folks. I told my sister, I said, we're going to have to leave when before this game over with Calhoun City win, because these folks going to cut up. But it was a good game. And your boys, they held their composure. The second half, because they, like, even when y'all were down, I don't even think y'all were down much, like 2-3 points during the whole game. But even when y'all were down, you never lost your composure. Like, you came back, made a layup. They came make it. It was a good back and forth game.
Yeah, well, I definitely can say that. Like you were saying earlier, how number 10 on the other team, he was going on a run, and he was coming down here big three. I mean, they went on like a big run at one point in time. But like towards y'all never panicked and kept composed. It kept going back and forth, kept playing y'all game, get to the rim, get to the free throw line. Second half, though, y'all came in with some big time threes that really helped y'all separate that game there too. That I saw too watching the game.
Yeah. Oh no, I ain't have nothing else to say, but I can go to another question. Oh, okay. Y'all know it's this talk about Mississippi shot clock. What y'all think about that? Do y'all think the game of basketball in the state of Mississippi, do we need a shot clock?
All right, Coach, you take that one first.
Just say I plead the fifth.
I might need to.
They plead the fifth, y'all.
Jury's still out on that one.
Coach, what you think?
He said the jury's still out.
The jury's still out on that one. I never thought much about the shot clock coming to the high school game a lot. But I'll tell you what I would like to see in the high school game, and I've been saying this before I retired. I just don't like teams that slide on the players right under the goal and get a charge call. Yeah. So that little semicircle that they play by
in the
college
NBA, college, yo.
Players can't get charged inside the circle. I like to see that come to the high school game, because some schools take advantage of that charge. Player can get airborne, they slide right in under the goal. Now the goal's right here, and because he comes down and makes contact, he gets called for the charge.
Yes, sir.
I just don't like that play.
Any other rules y'all want to see change or maybe looked at?
No, not really. Not that I can think of.
Okay. One question I had that I really want to hear, but all three of y'all coaches, all three of y'all won state championships. But besides winning the state championship, what can y'all truly say has been one of your best coaching moments out of your whole career?
I get Coach Ford first.
Wow, that's state championship was just special.
Yeah.
You can't deny that. But just the one moment, I guess the most surreal moment that I remember that comes to mind is one night we was playing Moorville High School in our gym, and we wasn't supposed to win that game. I believe that's the time period we had guys, Chris Seals, James Buchanan, all that bunch, Lester Ivan. But we was playing Moorville out to a 20-point lead, and looked like they looked at the clock and decided we wasn't supposed to be winning that game. But the rest of that game, every call went against us. And Moorville had won the game, was shooting a free throw with like 1 point some seconds on the clock. They missed it. Chris Seals caught the ball, took one dribble, and turned that ball loose from the free throw line on the other end of the floor. That ball went straight through the rafters in that old gym and didn't hit nothing but the bottom of the net. And when that happened, I looked at the officiating crew. They like they froze. They didn't know how to react to that. It was like, to me, they was trying to make us not win that game. I mean, I don't know what was in their heart, but that's the way it seemed. Yes, and of course, you had the dog pile at the middle of the court. Everybody come out the bleachers and jumped on it. But
that's crazy.
That was just one moment that just sticks out with me.
That's a good music.
That is though.
Coach.
Well, mine gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be this year when the girls we was playing in the semifinals right there, and it come down to the end. We in foul trouble, and they were nervous. I was nervous. And when I called the timeout, I said, we finna run a football play. And I put them all out of bounds, and I just said, make a move and throw the ball in.
I remember that play because I'm like, oh, we got a good play. Okay.
Hey, go Coff.
This year was one. I'm gonna combine them.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of people don't want to hear this part of this. This is when it get real. Which, the moment I remember this year is like 2 minutes ago, and I looked up and I looked at the clock. I said, Lord, I've been here. It's hard to get here. I said, and help me get through this. Just help me get through this one. Just help me get through this one. So I was praying and coaching. And I go back to say that right quick. Last year I got beat at Northside. I said, Lord, I don't know why I can't win. I said, just keep getting close. I said, everybody got one. Why I can't get one? I'm right there. And some boys come to me and said, I didn't put you. We've been talking about this the whole segment. Yeah. Some boys come in and say, I didn't put you in coaching to be a win on state championship. I put you in coaching to be a official with the men. I really didn't want to hear that. But my grandma told me no question the good Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I took that with a grain of salt, and I went on. I kept coaching, kept working at it, kept going at it. This year we went into it, but been pretty good. Kept that with me. At that state championship game, instead of me just coaching and hollering, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 for a minute, I just had to pray for him out like, Lord, we've been here. I just help me out get through here. Guy come down here to lay up. We go down here miss a shot. We come down here hit 2 free throws. And we come down here miss another shot. We come down here hit 2 free throws. We win the game. So what I'm saying, it's kind of faith-based that mirrored me ask the good Lord, you know what I'm saying? Just, Lord, we here right now, just kind of, and I think he really put a blessing on us right. Well, I know he put a blessing on us right there. A lot of times I tell people that's that side of it, they be like, man. But I get it out sometimes because you got to know
you got to know the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we feel you though.
The truth is the truth.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So
yes,
I thank
sir.
the Lord for, you know what I'm saying, for doing it. And that faith-based moment, in that game, that was one of the moments I remember telling the good Lord, Lord, need a little help right now. Come on now. Anyway, that's my moment on that.
Okay. Yeah, now that's a good moment right there. The game when it shot full court though. Hey.
Oh yeah, that was what I call a miracle shot.
Coach, is Lil J Money similar to Chris Seals? That's our Chris Seals for this generation.
He very similar,
Very
man. He's
similar,
special player right there.
And I remember
very special
Chris
player.
Playing, so I think they have some similarities also. But I got a question for y'all. And all of y'all have dealt with this, and Coach Ford kind of just spoke about this. The referees don't always call in our favor. How do you tell your boys and your girls to handle that when the whistle ain't going our way? We should be getting calls. How do y'all tell the players to fight back through adversity with that?
Well, I never really look at it in that situation. We just go in there, no matter who we play, play basketball. No matter who we play, I don't care who's calling, who we playing against, you know what I'm saying? We go in there and you play, and no matter who you playing, you got to adjust and play. So just tell kids just got to, no matter who they play, no matter who's refereing, no matter what color they are, you got to go in there and you just got to play basketball.
Play your game.
That's the most important thing. Just play the game, play it the right way, and you know what I'm saying? If somebody's calling wrong, you put them to the side, you talk to them, and try to communicate with them, no matter who, because you never know anybody call bad on you now. You know what I'm saying? So we just your players just got to adjust, stay focused. Like I said, no matter who you're playing, no matter what color, you just got to compete.
Yes, sir.
And I think the same thing. I mean, like, it get rough sometimes, but I just tell the guys and girls that you just gotta adjust. Even when they look at me like, Coach, is there anything you can do? Nothing I can do. They gonna call what they want to call. Ball. Yeah, they gotta play.
Okay, man.
Go ahead, Coach.
I'm in agreement. I guess we're unanimous on that.
Yes, sir.
What I started doing real early in my coaching career, I think my first or second game, I had 2 technicals first quarter, and a lot of people don't believe that. And but I got to the point where I realized stuff that I could question, I did it in a way I questioned it, but I never talked to my players about cheating.
Yes,
I never
sir.
mentioned that word.
Yes, sir.
Missed calls, I said, okay, missed call. Because I don't know what was in the official's heart, and I try not to get into that.
Right.
I just, like I heard, maybe Coach said this, it's something you got to keep fighting, do your best to fight through that adversity and try to overcome. And that's what we tried to do.
Yeah, and a lot of times when me and Coach Clifton play, it's really intense.
It is,
intense.
very.
But what you don't, we talk before every game. We talk before every game. We talk after the games. We watch our kids. You see our kids get intense, but we got control of that. You know what I'm saying? We talk, and me and Coach have never had a verbal altercation or nothing, because we communicate, we work. Our kids don't compete hard. When they got a hand, we got that. You know what I'm saying? We got it. So officials come to our game, they be like, oh, Coffey and Clifton. We're going to coach with some passion. That's what we do.
That's what you got to do.
After that game, the kid better get on to the dressing room. Our kids better get on to the dressing room.
All right.
Because it can be embarrassed for me in my school. It can be embarrassed for him in his school. I used to work here at Alva Chica for 2 years. We're going to play hard. We're going to get out there. But after that game's over with, that's it. You'll catch them kids the next day you see them. On the floor, they might get real intense. The next day you see them or somewhere, they talking, sitting up. But grown people sometimes will take it. Grown people can take things too far sometimes. That's whether you're coaching, whether you're a fan or as a parent. Sometimes the people get up in the bleachers and they start going AWOL, and that's what gets things going in games a lot.
You brought up a very good point, though. As intense as our games are with Oklahoma and Calhoun City, I can't remember it ever being just a fight during the game or after the game.
No.
And like you said, the kids compete hard on the floor, but the next day they friends again. You see them on social media. So shout out to both Calhoun City and Oklahoma students for leaving it on the court.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you though, Coach. Like, and this, you can ask anybody. I got me a deep hatred for Calhoun City. I'm gonna tell you, and Coach know that. He know every time I play Calhoun City, like.
No, this is not yours.
I'm gonna put it on him.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you where it started from. It go all the way back when I was in 8th grade in middle school. Middle school, you got anybody. Middle school, the team we was on middle school, we come through beating everybody. I remember 7th grade we played y'all, we beat Calhoun City. 8th grade we had to go down to Calhoun City. We lost. I was so mad. We lost too. We only lost by like 2 points. I was so mad. And ever since then, I done had a deep hatred for Calhoun City.
Was it y'all coach or was it Jordan?
No, it was a red ball. Coach was there. Coach Coffey was coaching the middle school team. They was down. For real. Ever since that game, I always had a deep hatred for Calhoun City and anything. Basketball, football, anything. So I just had to get that off my chest. But, it's all love now, though.
Coach Ford told me that me and Coach Ford had this parent one time that had a problem with this kid. And me and Coach Ford met with the parent. I'm going to ask you at that parent, I'm going to ask you, do you love the Lord?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you all right, dude?
Yes, sir.
But I love the competitiveness that we have within each other, and that y'all, all three of y'all relationship, because like you said, Coach Coffey, Coach Ford gave you your start here in Oklahoma, and I love the way you give him his honor and respect while he's here. He can still hear it, So the relationship y'all have, and I know y'all try to help build each other up, and it's hard out here with these kids. I know, because this boy hard-headed, but you just have to keep going, and I love it what y'all doing, being positive black role models for the kids in this generation.
All right, one question that I have. Well, I got 2 more questions I have before we get out, but this one question that I just want to hear an answer from across the board. Like, I feel like I already know Coach Clifton answer because he say it all the time. But who can y'all say, or if it's more than one, y'all can say name more than one. Who can y'all say have been some of the best players y'all done seen come through y'all specific programs? So with you, Kobe, Calhoun City, Coach Clifton, Coach Ford, Oklahoma.
Oh, that's tough.
It's been so
Coach better say my name.
Hey, he held the scoring record for a long time. But it was some great ones.
And Coach Ford.
If I had to put up a wall of fame on the wall, your name would be on there. A lot of more too.
And you had so many. Like I had forgotten about Chris Seals and James Buchanan and Unshay Randall and William Randall. And you had so many. Like you got a lot of. And Coach Clifton, yours getting longer and longer every day too. I mean.
Well, I gotta go with Bino, and
I knew we knew that.
That, and but now Jay Money gonna give him a push, I think.
Yeah.
So, but the list is gonna be long.
Yeah.
You got Stanfield probably pound for pound best athlete came through Oklahoma. So
yeah, I can agree with that statement.
How many D1s you have, Coach?
I don't let you go.
All my years of coaching, that was DJ, D1 player.
DJ David Gardner. Okay. Coach Coffey? Who is his mic back up?
I push it back. You said my best player.
Yeah, think about it a little bit.
I got too many players. People ask me that question all the time. all my players, everybody I coached is special to me. You know what I'm saying? If you can deal with the way we practice and go, every guy I coach, and I tell them when we won a state championship, I told my players that was for everybody. Because everybody coming at practice work hard for me. I don't have a big guy, little you. I coach some kids that are super talented that can run, jump, shoot, dunk the ball. I can call this name, that name, that name, that name. And for me to just say, I appreciate every one of them for everything they do. You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody brings something special to the program. Now,
Thanks.
this is interesting to me, and it's a great fact. Every last one of y'all had coached or practiced with Tyrone. Of course you did, but Coach Ford, you coached him. He was your point guard when we won state title in 2002, 2003. Just any fun memories you have of him on the court?
Oh, he was just a special player, just his spirit. I mean, just such a gentle spirit.
Yes, sir.
You know, you take this guy being as fiery and emotional as he was,
Yes,
and
yes.
then his little brother just being such a gentle spirit. I mean, just you couldn't ask for just more humble person,
Yes, sir.
and just a good player, great player,
Great player.
I want to say something about this guy over here too. You know, we mentioned a while ago about him starting out at Oklahoma. Up until that time, you know, I had it pretty much by myself. You know, I was working in the office, helping out in the office,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
and trying to coach, wash clothes. And here come this guy. You talking about somebody that hated to see him leave when he got that head job, but I knew that's what he wanted. But he took a lot of that off of me. He really helped me a lot at that.
That's
At
good.
that time. You know, after he left, Coach came in. When you come in, Coach?
I came in 2002.
2002. You was already gone then. You know.
Coach, you have any memories of Tyrone?
Oh, yeah, I coached Ty. When I first got to Oklahoma. I was fortunate enough to get Ty, Reggie,
Pimp, that whole
Justin,
crew.
Yeah.
Kareem, Dowling, all them guys, and they were so fun to work with. They had a good high basketball IQ. We go to elementary school and we practice and we do drills. And Ty was real smooth with the ball. He could, just move. He could just move, just real silky smooth, and always had that smile. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever seen him mad. You know what I'm saying? But such a great player, a great young man. Like I said, I coached him in the 8th grade and the 9th grade. He could bring some excitement to the game with his flashy moves. And then I had a chance, fortunate enough to coach again. He was assistant coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird sometimes when you have players you don't coach on the sideline and they kind of know how you are, but they still, you know what I'm saying? You can still feel that coach love from them, you know what I'm saying? And but he was such a joy, a great guy, great coach, just enjoyable. And those guys, I don't think we lost the game that year, Coach. I don't think we lost. We may have, at junior high year, I don't know if we lost a game. We would press folks, and they would get on me because I was a young coach then. We'd be up like 60-something, 5 or 6, and we'd just be pressing. And then I thought in the 9th grade they came up, we went like 14-1.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those guys, it was real good to go and Ty with the centerpiece. He was the point guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just great memories. I can take just great memories.
Yes, sir.
That smile, like you said.
Yep, that
everything
smile.
you see him,
Yep.
you smile.
Yeah.
And I know you got plenty of memories. One memory you always talk about when he beat you in the behind the school when he finally beat you. So, I mean, like everybody's saying, he was just a great guy. You know?
Facts.
Oh yeah, competitive, very competitive. But like I said, it was always with a smile, and I was fire. And I just remember him saying, like, "I'm finna get you today, bro." And he did that. And but having him on the bench with me was like a, you know what I'm saying, dream come true.
Yeah.
And he, you know what I'm saying, he always had that smile, and he let the players know. He got a story about Coffey. He used to tell me, man, they come in here, man, like, he thought he knew everything. I said, well, yeah, he did.
And he's the only player with both rings.
Yeah, he got them.
He got
Both of them, yeah, playing in, coaching. Yep.
Coach Coffey, one more question I have for you before we get off here. Coach Ford said you was at Oklahoma 2 years before you got the head coaching job at Calhoun City.
Right.
Did you expect it to come so quickly at your alma mater, your hometown? Did you expect for it to come that quick?
At that point in time, I think the only thing that could have got me to leave Oklahoma was my hometown. Yeah, because Oklahoma was so nice to me. Everybody treated me like family. I had guys. I got adjusted to Corey, Jones and Corey Young, Mookie Joe,
all
and
those guys,
all those
yeah.
Mook and them all. You know, I used to go over there all the time. You know what I'm saying? Get my hair cut, hang
Yes,
around
sir.
over there, and you know, tie them. All those guys, and then all the students I got adjusted to. You know, just didn't play basketball. All of y'all, and don't get. Tamika Isbell, them all let me going. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna talk about my friend.
Just a lot of Miss Lois, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Charlie. If I
Yeah.
just keep going names,
Yeah,
I
you
just keep
gonna name
going.
everybody.
Duck that gave Chris to me. Chris, you know,
Yes,
Chris, I work Chris. We be pressed. I have Chris from here to here, and all kind of good stuff. But anyway, the coach called me one day. And he said, "Coach, I'm finna retire." Yeah, I'm finna retire, and you know, if you want to come home. So it was one of them no-brainers. Got to get back home, you know.
yeah.
And I hate to tell Coach Ford, you know what I'm saying, possibly in the league, because we had a really good team coming back, and that team
Right.
actually played the next year and won a state championship the next year. But when I got back home, me and Coach Ford had some heated rivals, you know what I'm saying. And I got to talk about Waverly Seaton, and you know what I'm saying. I could tell it really hurt him when I left. So we played. He was right there looking at me every time. Every time they do something, he look at me. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
anyway,
that sound like way.
that was home.
Yeah,
Home to Oklahoma's my home away from home. When I
Yeah.
come here now, you know, I come here, and even we played the state championship. It was so good because Oklahoma was up there. My first job was there too.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
so
Oh, yeah.
those are the things we talk about, coaching, the relationships, the things you see that help that you're gonna remember. You're gonna remember those state championships. They fine, but I bet you these guys got a whole lot more memories of players and stuff that didn't win state championships than they do just own their state championship game. So that's coaching within itself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But before we close it out, one last question that I have. What is some advice that y'all can just give to younger coaches coming up, whether they coaching boy basketball, girl basketball, just coaching in general? What's one piece of advice that you would give them coming up? Go for it. We can start with you.
I would just say, don't lose sight of the fact that you're working with children, and you know, you have to really care about them and teach them what's right. I think that's the most important thing, and then you put the basketball in there.
Same deal. I think, you know, just building a relationship like we said earlier. I mean, you got to build a relationship with them for them to be competitive. I mean, and they'll do whatever you ask them to do when you build that relationship.
Coach Coffey?
I go back to what I say. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And it's the same. We all on the same thing. So that's what it is. Just keep caring for the kids and the good thing to come.
Okay. Well, yeah, Tori, you got any more questions before we close it out?
Where y'all think Braun going?
I missed that.
Where you think Braun going? LeBron James, where you going?
Oh, gosh, that's a good question, too.
I think Cleveland.
I've
I
got a
think going
clue.
back to
I
Cleveland.
do
That's his
too.
hometown.
I think he's going
That's his
home,
school.
too.
I mean, his
Yeah.
town. So I think Cleveland.
I don't know, Philadelphia making a good pitch at him right there. I don't know.
Like I
Told you that,
said,
Coach.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, they are.
like I said, Coach, back when we had you on the episode not too long ago, I want to see him in Minnesota with Ant in the
That would be
Timberwolves.
nice.
I
That
wanna
would
see
be
him.
nice.
Yeah, I'm just a Braun fan, that's all.
Well,
Wherever he goes, that's where I'm cheering for.
But before we close this show out, one thing we do for all our guests, any shout out or anything. Man, put that down. We ain't ready to. You going too fast. Any shout out that y'all have, like any family members, any players you want to shout out, anything you just want the people to know, y'all take the time right now to just you free to say whatever you want to say. This your moment to shine. Let anybody know whatever you got going on, just let them know. Okay, we can go with you first, or we want to go first. Go for it. You can go first.
Oh, okay. First of all, thank y'all for inviting
sir.
me.
Thank
I
y'all.
appreciate the invitation. And I just want to give a shout out to all my former players and all my former peers and competitors.
Yes, sir.
Well, just shout out. First of all, hashtag Ty Strong.
Yes, sir.
And
3 make cheese.
yes, like all my former players as well. And though I got one thing to say though, me and Coffey finna have to go at it this year.
Are you ready?
Well, for me, shout out to just all my hometown. You know what I'm saying? All of my former players, the community. Everybody been so good to me at home. You know, they take care of me. Shout out to Oklahoma family up here. You know, when I'm here, they always treat me like family. They'll tell me, Coffee, sit down. They always treat me like family. Coach Ford, appreciate you being there. as a friend to guide me through and talk to me. And, Coach Clifton, appreciate your friendship. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir.
And,
Appreciate you.
Just wish success to everybody and, blessings to everybody. And as we move forward in life, just continue to strive.
Yes, sir. Hey, one thing I got to say before we get out of here, shout out Just Cat. Y'all already know who it is, man. He the one that got me the contact information for Coach Coffey to hit him up and get him on the show. So shout out to Cousin Cat, man. But I appreciate y'all guys for coming on the show, man. Just dropping some good knowledge, some good gems. So appreciate y'all. And it's going to be a special show because we are going to drop this one that we announced our 3-year anniversary. So y'all got the special 3-year anniversary episode. So appreciate y'all for coming through.
And also thanks to Pastor Jamal Bowling and Grace Ministries for allowing us to use their building. Once again, y'all know we appreciate y'all.
Oh, yeah. Before we close out, we got y'all some shirts. Had to get y'all some BeDifferent Podcast shirt. You already pointed at the orange. Know that cat don't see it right there.
It was hard for me to buy this orange. I'm just saying.
It's summertime. They go on you.
And then Coach Clifton and Coach Ford, we got y'all some black ones.
Coach Clifton, you saw me in the show. We're going to get some maroon shirts going on up here. That's Coach Ford.
There you go, Coach.
I hope it's big enough. No, I'm a big guy.
Hey, Coach,
Oh, yeah.
stop the baby gap, dude.
Oh, yeah, but like I say, appreciate y'all, man. This is 3-year anniversary, man. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with the podcast for our 3 year, man. Been a long time coming. Got a huge announcement coming when we do drop this episode with the 3-year anniversary, so y'all stay tuned for that. Tori, you got anything else?
No, just thank y'all again for coming on. We really appreciate it. I think y'all don't realize how much of an impact you have on the community because, like, I remember when we played y'all at home this past season, and it was so many people there, and all 3 of y'all were there, and I think I saw a picture with all 3 of y'all on there, and it's just humbling, to y'all have done so much for the basketball programs, and we appreciate y'all, we thank y'all, we support, and we're going to continue to support. That's all I got to say. I'll act like my mama.
Nah, you good. But, yeah, like I said, just appreciate y'all guys again, man. Like Tori said, y'all just don't know. Like, Coach know I played under him from 8th grade up, been around with Coach Ford, just with him knowing my mama, my grandma, just all the family going against Coach Coffey. Like I said, having them heated rivals, getting excited to play against Calhoun City. So, like, for real, I just did a lot for the game, for the community. Like Tori said, just appreciate y'all coming through and dropping some knowledge and let us get inside y'all mind. But go ahead and close it out.
All right, until next time, y'all, I'm Toya.
I'm Solomon.
Coach Coffey.
Coach Clifton.
Coach Ford.
Y'all remember, be different.
All right, peace.